Hello students, how are you? Welcome to your channel. Today I'm here with another video. So in this video I am going to discuss about ratio and proportion along with the percentage. So without wasting any time, let's begin. So let me understand first what ratio is. Okay, and after that I will discuss about proportion. So proportion is just a part of that. So I'm going to start with an example. Let me take an example of this drink. I'm taking Tang drink that children enjoy to drink. The formation of this tank, कि tank को बनाते कैसे हैं अगर मैं उसकी बात करूं, right? So this formation of Tang drink I'm taking as an example. Okay, so that means in the one glass of Tang I have one glass of water, 2 tablespoons of Tang and 1 tablespoon of sugar. That means, so if I'm going to make one glass of Tang, that means in Tang and sugar, I have some ratio. The ratio is 2 tablespoon of Tang and 1 tablespoon of sugar. So if I will put the ratio symbol again here, so what you understand from it? So we are using that Tang and sugar in a 2 ratio 1. Okay. So for example, if I'm going to make the Tang glass for 10 children. Okay, so what is my ratio then? So what I have to do? I have 2 ratio 1 for one glass. Okay, so I am just going to multiply it with 10. So 10 twos are 20 ratio, 10 times 1 is 10. So my ratio is 20 ratio 10. That means I am going to use 20 tablespoons of Tang and I am going to use 10 tablespoons of sugar. So this is how we use the ratio for the ingredient of any recipe. Okay. Now I will talk about the proportion. So if two ratios are equal, so that equality will be called proportion. Okay. So I'll take the examples of the proportion at the last. So let me understand the ratio more with some example. Okay. Now here I want to tell you one thing. A ratio will be always in same units. Okay, and the second thing, that ratio is always in simplest form. Okay, we'll talk about the simplest form at the last. So this is my first example, 5 centimeter to 1 meter, and there is my 5 centimeter and there is 1 meter, so the units are not same. So I have 5 centimeter here, so nothing to change here, 5 centimeter, and so here I have 1 meter. So 1 meter will be equal to 100 centimeter. Okay, so these are my two numerical values now. So when I'm going to find the ratio, now he is saying that find the ratio 5 centimeter to 1 meter. That, so 5 centimeter is my first term and the 100 centimeter is my another term. If I will cancel them, this is 1 over 20. So basically your answer is 1 over 20, and if I'll write it in the form of ratio, so this is 1 ratio 20. Okay, next we'll take one more example. You can see 30 days to 1 year. Now year can be converted into many parts, like year can be converted into days, year can be weeks, it can be months. So we are going to convert according to our need. So our need is to convert that year into days. Okay, so first I have 30 days here, so nothing to change again. Now I have this 1 year, so in 1 year usually we have 365 days, right? Because until you have not mentioned with the leap year, you are not going to consider 366 days. So basically we will just consider 365 days. Okay, so here I have 30 days, here I have 365 days. So what is my ratio now? My ratio is equal to 30 over 365. So after cancelling them, I can see it is going on the table of 5. So this is 6 and this will be 7, 3. So you can see 6 over 73. Now the ratio will be equals to 6 ratio 73. Now I was talking about the simplest form. You can see here I was talking about the simplest form of the ratio. Now what is simplest form? When you have the ratio like that, 1 ratio 20, you can see we cannot solve this further. So ultimately my numerator and my denominator are co-prime numbers, right? They should be co-prime numbers. So only this case your ratio or your any fraction will be in a simplest form. The fraction, the division and the ratio all are same. So what proportion is? I told you when two ratios are equal, then that is called proportion. So let me take an example of these four letters A, B, C and D. Okay. If I want to write these all letters into proportion, right, that is A ratio B, C ratio D. Now I told you if two ratios are equal, then they are in proportion. So A ratio B is proportional to C ratio D. Okay, these four dots are the symbol of proportion. So let me find out with an example. If I will give you 3 ratio 5 or 5 ratio 9 and you want to find out are they in proportion or not, it's very easy. Just write this 3, 5, 5 and 9. These are called the middle terms or mean terms, and this 3, 9, they are called extreme terms. Product of middle terms equal to product of extreme terms, right? So let me find out that. So 5 multiply 5 is equal to 3 multiply 9. So are they equal? No, they are not equal. That means 3 ratio 5 and 5 ratio 9 are not in proportion. Now let's we discuss about the next topic, that is percentage. But the basic thing in the percentage is it always 1 by 100. So this is the basic value of percentage. So when he is saying find the percentage, just focus here. When he is saying find the percentage, you can have a fraction, you can have a normal number, suppose 2, 3, 4, anything. So let me take some examples. First of all, 1 over 5. Okay, so we are going to find out the percentage of 1 by 5. You just need to do that, multiply it with 100, and you will get 100 over 5, and after cancelling you will get 20. So that means now your answer is in percentage. So this is how you can find out the percentage of a fraction. Or if you have, let's suppose, 2, again multiply this with 100 and in the answer you will get 200%. So that is very easy method to find out a percentage. Like if I have a decimal number 3.5. So first of all I can write it like 35 by 10. I am converting it into fraction. So again we are following the same way, that is multiplying with 100, and after multiplying you can see this is 350% is the answer. So now let's we understand the simple form of percentage. Now in the simplest form or in a simple form we have the questions like that, like 25%, 5%, okay, 7%, anything you have, okay. That means in that simple form you will have the percentage sign in the question. Now one more thing, I told you what percentage is equal to, that is 1 by 100, okay. So if I'm going to solve this, this will be 25 over 100, 5 over 100, 7 over 100. Now what is the simple form? Simple form is also same as the simplest form of fraction. So if I am going to cut this down, this will 1 by 4, this will be 1 by 20, this will already in simple form. So that will be 1 by 4, 1 by 20 and 7 by 100. So you can see I have taken three examples. So very easy to find out the simple form of percentage. I will have any number like 2 by 7%, okay, 3 by 5%. What if? So now I have fractions with percentage, okay. In the previous questions we have normal numbers. Now what you need to do, you will just write 2 by 7 multiply 100 in the denominator, 3 by 5 multiply by 100 in the denominator. So here you will get 1, 50. So you can see 1 by 350 is your answer. So you can write it 3 over 500. So these are your answers. So now I want to discuss about the percentage of increase or decrease. That is very important concept. So for that, actually we have to find out the percentage of increase or decrease. So what is that? That is the increase or decrease divided by the original value, okay, will be multiplied with 100. So this is the formula. Now what is the increase, decrease, original value? Let me understand these things with the help of an example. So I have a question for you here. So 2 years ago, the price of petrol was 70 rupees, right? It increases to 110 rupees. So find increase percent. So it's very simple question. What you have to find out? Increase percent. So like in the increase percent, you can see increase or decrease. Now we are doing increase percent. So I am going to find out the increase. Now what is increase here? So if I will subtract 110 with 70, you will get 40. That means 40 rupees. So my increment in a petrol price is 40 rupees. What is the original price? Original price is called that the price in the starting. So that is original price is 70 rupees. So now what is my percentage? 40 divided by 70 and at the end multiplied by 100. So you can cut it down and there is nothing to cut. So you will write 400 over 7. So if I will divide it, I will get 57.1. So I can write it 57.1% is increment. So instead of increase, if you will have decrease, so you just need to find out the decreased price, okay, divided by the original value, multiplied it by 100. So this is the basic formula to find it out. So with this example, I just completed my topic. So if you like my videos, please do subscribe the channel and like the videos. Thank you so much.